big 3-game stretch for us. So it obviously starts tomorrow with a very, very good Florida State team who we had to come back from 17 down against last time to get a good road win. So I know they're going to be extremely ready to play us. So we have to be ready for them. So we're just getting ready for February. We had a pretty good January. 6-3 is not too bad overall, but our February gets pretty significantly harder. So we got to be ready starting tomorrow night.
That first game with Florida State, Dave, looking back, what do you think won it for you?
Our defense in the second half was very, very good. We did a good job of limiting them second shot-wise in the second half, too. I mean, I know they had 19 offensive rebounds. I think 11 or 12 of those were probably in the first half, which is why they opened up as big of a lead as they did. We did a decent job on defense in the first half. We just didn't rebound the ball. So, but they're a very, very good offensive rebounding team. They've done it to everybody, and obviously they've got great size, not only inside but at their guard spot as well. So, we just got to make sure we do a good job with the backboard, but we played good defense in the second half down there, which was why we won the game.
Man, I guess, was the player that you had the most trouble with, 25 points or so. What was he doing in particular?
Well, he's just a great player. He can shoot. He was 2 for 2 from 3 against us, but he can get to the rim really, really well. He got to the free throw line 8 times. He's very strong, athletic. He just can score at every level. So, he's definitely an all-league caliber player, and just played very well against us. So we got to be ready. But they've got a lot of guys that can score in a variety of ways. I believe in league games they're leading the league in scoring in conference games alone. But they got they got Angola. Obviously, he hit some big threes there at the end of our first game. Kofer's been playing very, very well for him. So they got a lot of guys who can hurt you in different ways.
Being able to shoot over 50%, on the road at Virginia, does that give your guys a little bit more confidence offensively?
Yeah, we didn't win, so I don't think we came out of there happy about anything. But we just tried to attack the other night. But that's how we've been trying to play every game so far this conference season, is just offensively be aggressive, share the ball, try to get out on the break when you can, and we've tried to do a good job offensively. We need to get our defense shored up. Obviously Virginia shot over 50%, and then even Wake Forest last weekend, even though we turned them over 20 times, they shot I think 49% for the game. So we need to get our defense back in the right place, and it's going to have to come in a hurry tomorrow night because this team can really, really score the basketball.
David, what is it about the defense that needs to get shored up in your eyes?
Maybe just honing in on a couple things from a scouting report standpoint. The other night, like I said after the game, you got to give them a lot of credit. But after watching the film, I thought maybe on a handful of possessions we could have done a little bit better job defensively to not even give them the look, I guess. But with that being said, it's kind of one of those games the other night where if they miss those shots, then you're not even really having this conversation. So, we got to get back to just really trying to take pride in stopping people. The Wake Forest game was good because we turned them over 20 times, so our pressure was good. But we got to get our field goal defense numbers back in the right direction.
Is it something that guys are maybe a little lax off the ball?
Yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things. Florida State and Virginia are so different offensively because Virginia hardly runs any ball screens, and Florida State, that's predominantly what they do. So it's two totally different styles to play against. But it just takes all 5 guys being locked in, knowing your personnel, knowing who you're guarding, what they do well, and just applying it for 40 minutes.
Your offense at Virginia, did you change some things a little bit? Not as many pick and rolls, it looked like. Is that correct? Or?
No, I'd say we still ran a lot. We just tried to. The word we kept using leading into that game from an offensive standpoint was attack. You got to attack them because of the way they play and the success that they had. They're a team that you maybe can go in a little timid against, and for obvious reasons because they're very, very good at what they do. But we just wanted to attack. A team like that, we just said, hey, if we're going to go down, we're going to go down and swing them. Let's try to put pressure on them on the offensive end of the court and just attack the rim, try to get the ball inside, and we did a good job of that. And just unfortunately, it wasn't our best defensive effort of the night, but again, you just got to give them a lot of credit for some of the plays they made down the stretch.
Will that kind of attack work from here on out?
I think you always got to be offensively aggressive no matter who you're playing against. You never want to be passive or hesitant on offense. You want to attack in transition, attack in the half court, just pass the ball, share the ball, get the ball inside out. And, we've done a good job of that pretty much every game in the league play, so it's something we just got to continue to work on.
You have a whole bunch of games kind of rapid fire here. How do you keep your team fresh?
Well, it's a big stretch, so mentally, I think they know how important it is. we're lucky, and I'm not sure if every other team has this, but we have the next 3 at home, which obviously is good. 4 out of the next 5 at home, which is good. So, we really got to take care of these next 10 or so days, because 3 of our last 4 are on the road at very, very difficult places to win. So, and then the one that is at home obviously is Virginia. So, we've got this next stretch that we really got to take care of business. But again, it's the same mantra we've kept all year, just one game at a time. So right now, we know Florida State's going to come in here chomping at the bit, because we went down there and snuck one out at their place. So they're going to be chomping at the bit. They desperately need a win, and so do we, because every team does this time of year. But our guys are ready to go.
Realistically, Dave, do you see anybody catching Virginia?
It'd be tough. I don't know what the remaining schedule is. I don't think they play Duke or North Carolina again.
Only played 2 teams with winning records in the conference, I think.
Yeah, so, I'd be shocked if somebody goes in there and beats them in their building. It's a tough place to play, but I just think they're a special team this year. They really are, and, I think they're leading the league in 3-point percentage in league games. I think I saw that earlier today, which just goes to show if they shoot the ball, then it's going to be tough to beat them, because they make it very, very tough to score on them.
Does your focus now become top 4 finish? I mean, second, third, or fourth to get that double bye? Or?
Our focus right now is going 1-0 on February 3rd. So we're only halfway through league play. We've got 9 more of these things in a short period of time, so we're just focused on the next one.
David, in that first game against Florida State in the second half, did you see a significant amount of growth from your team, or something that they found in themselves in that second half that they've used since then?
Well, I knew we were resilient. Even all the way back to the Purdue game, and we were down 7 second half of that game, and came back and took the lead. Clemson, we battled previously right before Florida State, so I knew we had the resiliency. We relied on our defense and just played well enough to kind of overcome that whatever it was that was keeping us from getting that road win. And but it obviously was a good springboard win for us. But with that being said, that game literally feels like it was about 2 months ago. I mean, it seems like it's a long time ago. So, they're playing. They've won 3 out of their last 4, I believe. They're playing well. They went to Virginia Tech, got a great win, and it's just, you can't look behind, you can't look ahead. You just got to focus on what you got to do in this current game, and that's what we're doing right now.
Tomorrow you'll be wearing new patches on the jerseys for cancer awareness. What does that mean to you that the players came up with that?
Yeah, I mean, it was, what day? Today's Friday. I think it was Monday. No, I'm sorry, it was last Friday. We were actually practicing here. And after practice, Q and Dang and Honest walked up to me and said, "Can we talk to you for a second?" Naturally, as a coach, and it's probably just me, you go, "Oh God, what's wrong? Like, what happened now?" Your captains are come talk to you about something. But, they came to me with the idea, and I was floored to death. It really was. I mean, just for them to come up and have it be their idea. I mean, but it goes to say a lot about not only those 3, but about our whole team. I mean, it's the kind of kids they are. It's unbelievable, and I was really, really touched by it, and it just makes me love these guys even more.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys.